In this video, I'm going to share a ton of amazing free fonts with you that you can use for commercial purposes in your print-on-demand t-shirt designs. The first one I've got for you is called Drunk Tank. This is an amazing looking sans serif display font. It has a distressed effect, which is rare when it comes to free fonts. And there's also 4 different styles. I'll just quickly skip through some of the example mockups right here. This version of the font is my favorite. And there is about 17 other fonts to come in this video, so I won't go as in depth with explaining each one of these fonts, but they will be linked down below in the description as usual. All of the ones that I'm going to mention, so you can easily download them yourself. You just have to scroll down a bit on the page. Here it says license free for commercial use. You can always double check that in case it changes in the future, and then click download on this blue button. You can also type in some words right here to test what the font looks like for your specific niche. You can change the size and everything. So yeah, really cool website. I found all of these on B Fonts. Highly recommend checking it out. Font number 2 is called Peace Sans. This one looks absolutely amazing, very clean, very striking, bold typeface. And let's just appreciate the color schemes right here as well. These greens with the yellow on a dark green background. Yeah, I mean, that's also inspiration besides just the font. Yeah, not much to say about this. It is very bold, so it's going to stand out in your t-shirt designs, and I could see this working across many, many different niches. Next up, we've got Cat Boo. This font won't work in every niche, but in specific scenarios, this could definitely look amazing and work wonders. And I think in this example right here, the text being quite a bit smaller, it's not that easy to read, so keep that in mind. But this mock-up definitely shows an amazing looking design. This almost looks like a t-shirt design, to be honest, and best coffee for good idea. Very easy to read, looks amazing. And you also get in the characters right here these little extra bits that you can see on the name on the edges. I have a bunch of fonts like that saved in my library, and they always help decorate certain words to make your design stand out more. Font number 4 is called Vintage Rustic. It has a subtle texture effect which looks very neat. It is easy to read, it's slightly rounded off, which makes it feel a bit friendlier as well. And this is a very versatile font that I could see working in almost every niche for lots of different target audiences. So yeah, check it out. Very cool looking font, and it is totally free to use. Moving on from that, we've got Spicy Soup. This is definitely a font with character. Some of the letters are kind of leaning towards one side or a bit twisted. This is very rounded and playful. So yeah, amazing character on this font. Would I use it in very small scale like this example? Probably not on a t-shirt. This would make it harder to read, but for bigger words or bigger designs like some of these examples, it definitely looks absolutely amazing. Number 6 is called Whale Critter. Is that a word?
I don't think so.
I don't know, very, very weird name, but nevertheless, the font itself doesn't look weird. It looks very nice and sort of elegant, very aesthetically pleasing. I did test it with snorkeling down here, and I think that looks amazing, that word, with this font. Even at smaller scale, you can still read it as well. So yeah, amazing font. I could definitely see this working very well if it's paired with like a bold sans serif font, kind of like the Peace Sans that I showed earlier, something along those lines. I think those types of fonts would contrast each other very well. Next up, we've got Selinka. This is a horror font, free for personal and commercial use. We've got a few examples right here. Hello, I come again. A few letters and numbers down here. And yeah, with this sort of font, with it being that sort of brush, handwritten, brush scripty feel, it can work very well for Halloween, for like gothic inspired niches and some other stuff perhaps. But I wouldn't, for example, use it for a nursing t-shirt, right? So you have to be selective with where you use this font, but if it applies to your niche, I think it's definitely a great choice. The next font, fairly straightforward, called Military, and yeah, it's got a unique style. Obviously, it would work well for military themed niches, but not just that. I could see this working well on some like fitness related topics, a gym t-shirt, and maybe even some political shirts. Like there's definitely more applications for this than just the military. But yeah, the style is really neat. It is pretty bold. easy to read. I can also see this working well, once again, in contrast with a different font that has quite a different style, and that is more simple, right? If you have a font that is very complex in its style and has all of these like different gaps and, you know, the serif extensions, then the other font that you contrast it with should be quite a lot more simple. Otherwise, it's just going to look really cluttered and unprofessional, in my opinion at least. And yeah, that's that about this font. Let's move on to the next one. The next font on my list, number 9, is called Galhu or Galhau, I think.
Who?
It is a street contemporary typeface. I think this is kind of like a go-to font that you can have as one of your favorites to use almost everywhere. It is a sans serif. It's nice and condensed, easy to read, but it's not too simple either. It has some character. For example, I really like the way this V looks right here. The S is quite quirky as well. And then what else? The G has like a little kink right here. This extension or leg looks amazing. So yeah, really neat font. It's very clean, easy to read. You can probably pair it with almost any other font. So yeah, this is a good one. Really cool. Check it out. It is linked down below. Moving on, here we've got Dr. Refunk Black, or Dr. Refunk Black, a retro font with this sort of cool line that's cut out of the letters in the middle. The E looks very funky as well. I quite like that. Yeah, I mean, this would work well for retro inspired niches. And there's a few examples of what the font looks like in use. Here it actually is with some German. So a rare occasion on the channel. I'm just going to read this out. Die rote Tür. Ich streiche sie ab heute schwarz, schwarz, oh sag mir doch. Well, this line, by the way, was very hard to read, so a quick tip here with this font is don't use it in smaller scale for like really long sentences, at least when it comes to t-shirt designs, because people will struggle to read your design and then just carry on scrolling and go to someone else. And so use it more for bigger words like schwarz right here, or this line at the top is very easy to read. But there we go, neat looking font. And we can see this working very, very well in the right scenario. Font number 12 is called Celebi, and it has a distressed or like texture effect again. Very, very funky, sort of out there, stylish letters. There we go. Here's another example, sports font. So that is the suggested use. See it working in other things as well though, but it definitely suits this sort of sport feel. Quite a masculine style, I must say. Like I wouldn't really use this font if I'm targeting women with my designs, but the fact that it has this version right here with the texture applied to the letters is really, really cool. Looks great, and it's hard to find free fonts that have quite a good texture effect. So yeah, there we go. Celebi, quite a neat looking font that you can try out in your t-shirt designs. And a very different style and feel to the last font. Here we've got Crimson Text. And this one feels very majestic and elegant. I definitely didn't just read those two words right there. No, I came up with that. But no, all jokes aside, it has quite a luxurious feeling. That's not to say this font is like limited to luxurious niches or topics. I could definitely see it working in a lot of different applications and design styles. I also typed in a word before, yeah, it was hunter. And I think that works quite well, right? At least the bold version. I don't know about the thinner ones right here. It might be a bit too thin and hard to read on a shirt, but yeah, the bold version of Crimson Text looks amazing. And here we are with Balota, a very, very bold font, but it looks very friendly at the same time because of all of these rounded edges. Yeah, this is definitely the type of font you want to use if you want your design to stand out, or one of your words to really catch attention. You only get this very bold version of the font, which is great to be honest. But yeah, just the fact that it has some roundings right there gives it quite a lot of character and does make this font look very amazing. I like this color scheme a lot right here. Purple, green, yellow and red. That looks cool. Maybe a bit too vibrant for a t-shirt design, but you know, still a neat color selection. So yeah, Balota, a great go-to font if you want some of your words to really shout and scream at the customer, which, you know, sometimes is a good strategy because that is going to give you more click-throughs to your listing. Number 14 is Barely Enough. One thing I like about this font is that the lowercase letters are the same height as the uppercase letters. So here we've got a capital B and the A, R, E, all of these are the same height, which looks really cool and very friendly and fun. And yeah, here we've got some other examples of the font in use. Keep learning and never give up. You can rest or you can burn out. I also like this scribble, by the way, which can give you an idea of what might be applicable if you need some decorative elements for your designs. But yeah, there we go. Barely Enough on B fonts. I also found another distressed font for you. This one is called Grunge grungy, boldy. Fairly straightforward, right? It's got a strong texture effect in some of these letters. Others are a bit more subtle, but yeah, there we go. Not much else to say about this. It does look pretty cool in my opinion. I could definitely see this font getting a bunch of sales. All right, font number 16 is another brush script font. This looks pretty neat for bigger words. Here, this quote is a little bit on the side of harder to read, in my opinion. So yeah, be careful in terms of the size. This is a great example of the font in use, in my opinion. Good coffee, good idea. That's about it. Got the alphabet and some characters right there, and we're back to the start. And last but not least, here we've got Kakute, a very, very bold font, and some of the examples as well, as you can see, have sort of a mixture of the font with a fill and then the font with just a stroke applied, which does look pretty neat. It's a bit hard to read the stroke only text, but nevertheless, maybe that gives you some inspiration. I also typed in Book Addict down here. It's quite cool how the I is still lowercase. Does make it look interesting. And yeah, what else could we try? Maybe Future. Yeah, I mean, it is extremely, extremely bold, but in some cases, this kind of font might help you out and work very well in combination with other fonts as well. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment cheesecake down below. And I'm guessing that you probably really like free stuff if you made it here. So if that's the case, make sure to check out this video next for an amazing print-on-demand resource with over 200,000 freebies.